Did Omega just make the smartest move in watch history, or did they ruin their brand? Hi, this is Michael here from the Watch Experts, and today we are going to be talking about the Omega and Swatch collaboration, which was launched in March 2022. At the time of the first release, we saw 11 different coloured watches, each inspired by a different celestial body in our solar system. To make these watches even more desirable, they were initially only available in person at select Swatch boutiques. This marketing ploy resulted in huge queues outside the aforementioned boutiques. We saw huge demand from customers wanting to get their hands on one of these watches. A report from Tokyo even highlighted individuals that were selling their services to queue for others in the cold to allow collectors to get their hands on one of these watches. As with all new released watches, within hours we saw these on selling platforms with absurd price tags, but with people appearing to be paying these prices. I remember reading a news article the following day showing sold listings and people paying as much as £5,000 just to get their hands on one of these watches. We must remember that this is 2,000% over the recommended retail price of £207 on the day of release. This demand and these queues didn't go away, and Swatch still reported people queuing even 6 months later trying to get hold of one of these watches. For the Swatch Group, the MoonSwatch was a huge success, with Swatch selling more than 1 million MoonSwatches by the end of 2022. 1 million watches in the first year of release is no mean feat, and when you compare this to Omega, who is estimated to sell around 10,000 Moon watches, Speedmaster Professional, per year, it just really puts into context how big this release was. If you are enjoying this video and finding it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and liking the video. It really helps us. Let's open a box and have a look at one to see what all the hype is about. If I am being honest, the packaging feels cheap and low value, and you could easily be fooled into thinking we bought this from a low-budget wholesaler, rather than the biggest watch release of the year. This cheap, almost plastic box feels like it was put together by a first-year art and design student, rather than a prestigious watch house like Swatch. The fold-out flaps just don't do anything for me, and I personally feel a bit let down if I am being honest. But this isn't a mistake, it's another clever idea to appeal to the market these watches are aimed at, as this box is made entirely out of paper and is 100% recyclable, making it very green and appealing to a new generation of wearers who value the planet we live on. On first inspection, you're hit with an explosion of colour from the fiery red case and Alaska Project hands. To contrast this burst of colour, you have a brilliant white NASA-style Velcro strap with white stitching and red accent colours. The case is made of bioceramic, a composite material developed and patented by Swatch. The bioceramic is a blend of 2/3 ceramic and 1/3 biosourced material derived from castor oil. This makes the watch super lightweight at only 29 grams. This new material is not just light, it is scratch resistant, smooth to the touch, and is fingerprint repellent, unlike white gold and steel bracelets on other brands that are grease magnets. I really think they have catered for everyone's needs here and made an affordable watch that people can match to outfits or changes in the seasons. I believe the reason Swatch Group have released this, as older consumers could destroy a brand's future if they don't find younger buyers to start their journey into the luxury watch world, and for them a collaboration with Omega made perfect sense. If you can get a younger generation hooked on your watches during their teenage years when they come to buy their first luxury watch, then they will undoubtedly home in on a brand they are familiar with, and this hopefully for them will be Omega. My own son is 19 now, and they have him hooked. He was one of the lucky few that got hold of one of these watches in the first few days of their release, and from a standing start, he now has 50 or so watches in his collection, including the original 11 Moon watches. The passion he has over watches now is refreshing, and I feel this is all down to this clever collaboration. I think both our wallets have taken a bashing in the pursuit of these watches, but we have seen a new generation of buyers and collectors who all started in 2022 with a watch that some people called a plastic fake Omega. I don't call it that. I call it future-proofing and the birth of exciting new buyers to join in with the hobby of collecting and enjoying watches. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and be sure to check out our website for loads of pre-loved watches that are screaming out for a new home. And also tell me in the comments if this is helping and what watch you would like us to focus on for another video. Thanks for watching.